have a good reason. This guy right here. And I'm going to let Thomas tell it. But we went to Walmart. There ended up being, 6 of us? So we split into 2 teams of 3. One stayed outside, one went inside. Sarah, Jill, do you want to tell about Starbucks?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 of us that went inside, we just meandered. But on the outside, I didn't want any more coffee, but they did. I sacrificed and had much more coffee today than I usually do, so I'm doing good. But these girls were outside Starbucks or outside Walmart with this mobile Starbucks unit, and who knew that this that's what they do. They travel all over. There's a Midwest. They're the Midwest sector, and they just go traveling around. They're like, yeah, we're not sure where we're setting up tomorrow, but tonight we have to drive to our next location. And so as we're doing it, the girl's pulling out her app, and she's like, let's see where we have to go tonight. And they put them up in hotels. And so these 2 girls didn't know each other, several months ago. And they go around, so they prayed initially for strength. So we got free coffee and then just started chatting with them. And I sensed right away that they were open. And so it was a lot of start and stop because people were coming up and getting coffee. But it was stick with them. And I love working in a team because it was such a team collaboration. So Thomas and myself were mainly engaging with them in the beginning, these 2 girls. We have the picture of, not all of them, the Starbucks girls. Oh, okay, and I have it on my phone, but I guess we didn't send them in. So anyways, Lindsay and Morgan. And Jill was there, but she was praying through all of this. And so I really felt that the Lord was had a specific word for Lindsay, and I saw a sponge. They read through the scriptures, and they both said, Lindsay said, yeah, I've heard this before. I feel like I've never asked him really to be Lord of my life, but he's always just kind of been there. And so while she's, saying this, and Thomas was speaking about the life verse, I just saw a sponge, and I said, I just have to share this with you. This is going to sound kind of weird, but I see you as a sponge. And she was like, okay. And I'm like, you're a sponge. A sponge is meant to soak up water. It's meant to be immersed and hold water, but you're just sitting and I grabbed a cup. There was a coffee cup. I said, let's say this was full of water, and I just put the sponge, God, you're just sitting on the top, on the surface, but he wants to pull you down, so it's fully not pull you down, fully submerge you is what I said, in his love, in his freedom, in his peace, and everything he has for you. And she just went, I received that. I received that. And she did. She received it. But so then we brought it back to, okay, so would you like to receive him as Lord? What's stopping you? And she said, well, I just feel like, can I do that on my own later? And we said, absolutely, no pressure. And she said, okay. And so we kind of ended it. We took a picture with them, and we walked away. And so Jill was over there with us, and Jill said, I got to go back. And I said, well, I've got to go use the restroom. But I felt like I wasn't supposed to go back. Jill went back by herself. I came out of the restroom, and I was like, should I go join her? And it was like, nope, just stay here. And so then we turn and look at one point, because Jill's jumping up and down and go, woohoo, with these girls. And I'm like, I think something else just happened. So do you want to share the cherry on the cake? So they received Jesus. So she told me that she had a word for Morgan, the other girl, but that was just God drawing Jill back. And so then Lindsay said, I'm ready, basically, right, Jill? I don't remember. I wasn't there, so. But basically, she received Jesus as Lord. Praise God.